Hello everybody, this is Backblast. Here we are in Hong Kong on 80 days. It's day 59. Days are speeding past. We're in Hong Kong. We need to try and find a way out and get across the Pacific. I'm looking over a bolt of Navy Chinese silk when a man accosted me. This man had a moustache so fine, so luxuriant, so well tended that I briefly lost the power of speech. I watched mesmerised as it quivered with his every word of introduction. It seemed his name was Fix. It's a weird name. He offered me a drink. Well, that's very kind. I'll have a sip of my cup of tea, thank you. There you go. And given that I had a few hours to spare, I could not in good conscience refuse. I had to lie shamelessly to escape him. And the reason is, I've got a crocus in my bag that I need to sell. We're leaving immediately, I declared. There's no time to waste. Is that so? He replied with great interest. And where are you going? To the Pacific Islands somewhere. Fix nodded. Of course, of course. Well, perhaps we'll see each other again. Okay. I agreed that I hope so and scurried away. Although I fancied that I saw his darting form at the corner of my eye more than once since then. Oh dear. I need this market, so we're just going to wait. We've got a crocus in the bag, which is very expensive here. Very valuable here, rather. So I'm going to go to the market and sell it, and then maybe explore if I've still got that option. So let's get rid of that fella. 4,007. Sold. Look at the money. We've already got dominoes. Heavy storm set. Valuable in Beijing and Yokohama. I don't know. I don't really want to start carrying more than 3 cases if I can help it. Whoa, what did I press? What did I press? Come back. It's only 110. We're having the rifle, okay? Why not take a harness? It'll give us other options. Right, good. Let's explore. See if we can find routes out of Hong Kong. That's the sort of thing we're after. Come on. That's over to Japan. That'd be Yokohama then. One of the streets who should have bumped into, but Monsieur Fix, a sly hours now. Now, I thought you were leaving for the Pacific. An unaccountable delay. Oh, I quite understand, but if you want to leave quickly, I know a way. Come, and he indicated a doorway. I will share it with you. He doesn't sound very reliable. No. I regret I cannot. Fix nodded expression shadowed. You are a busy man, I understand. Well, be sure to take good care of yourself and your master. Relations with Fog have improved slightly. Excellent. So let's have a look at our options. So we can go up to Beijing, and that arrives tomorrow, and it's 290, so that's not too bad. We can get to Yokohama. It gets there in 2 days at 9 AM, and it's only 160. I don't want to adjust it. Where else is there? I mean, the Pacific's huge, isn't it? What the? Somebody's having problems there. So what have we got? Vladivostok, Pyongyang. I think Yokohama. Arriving Tuesday. Departs for Yokohama in 2 days at 9 AM. So that's us. It's Tuesday. So that'll be Saturday, and then it arrives Tuesday. Okay, we could, right, let's adjust it. Okay, it goes up an awful lot, but for an extra 160 quid. Tomorrow, 9 AM, we're going. Okay, tomorrow, 9 AM, we're going. So, tomorrow at 9 AM, let's have a look in the market again. I've got everything there, there's nothing else I want to sell. That's American. That's just good for our bones. That's American. Wardrobe set. Okay, we're good. There's the luggage. 9 AM. Okay, we're passing the night. Before turning in for the night, I went out to... Am I exploring a little? Yeah, okay. And spoke to a charming French youth who had mislaid a locket, which I spotted, and from whom I learned that some buyers will pay well for cowboy boots from Brisbane. We are unlikely to head that way, but I'll give him £1 for the information anyway. He moved away. Day 60, Monsieur Fogg murmured that night in his sleep, and we are not even yet halfway. Funds have gone down a touch. Let's go. No, we're not yet halfway, but we're on the Jade Tiger. Uncomfortable conditions. This will be a bothersome experience, but the salve of arnica should help. We're going. Look at that. That's magnificent. How's that held up? What are those things on the top? It's an old Mudge-class Persian airship renovated with Chinese colours and fittings. It's got look symbols. That's not good, is it? Swastiks, stylized bats and coins. We climbed aboard, ready for our journey east. Okay, so let's converse with somebody. We need to know how to get out of... Oh, right, we're talking with him. What's your wish, master? Let's talk about the journey. We cannot afford to lose a single day. I know that. About the neck cushion. Thank you, Passepartout. Stiff neck makes for a most unpleasant experience, I find. So let's talk about money. We're well funded. You've made some excellent decisions. I know, thank you. We're doing well. I could do with talking to somebody who works on the Jade Tiger, really. Captain Su wore a traditional Manchu pow in blue cotton, bone hairpins in her fan-shaped hair, and a jade thumb ring. I bowed low in courtly greeting. She looked at me quizzically and then asked a series of questions in Chinese. I didn't know enough of the language to identify a particular variant. An English-speaking crew member was summoned, her tool belt hung with rope, bolt cutters and climbing equipment. The captain says she expected you to speak Cantonese. She translated, because you're in Hong Kong. I was only briefly in Hong Kong. I sighed. I did not have much time to practice my languages. The crew member rattled her bolt cutters at me. The captain speaks Cantonese, Mandarin, 3 dialects of Manchu, Russian and Arabic. Are any of those known to you? I'm afraid not, I conceded. The captain, for all her delicately arranged hair and grace, or is that airs and graces, looked through exasperated and stalked off in a huff. The crew member chuckled, stuck a hand out to me. Song Xing Yu. Looks like I'll be looking after you and your master this trip. Demonsil Song? I ventured. Song Xing Yu should. Song Xing Yu's fine. Do not try to mangle it too much, eh, Passepartout? Her pronunciation was, of course, flawed. Mad. Relations with Fogg have strengthened. Okay, we're on the Jade Tiger. Could do with speaking to Song, but let's have a look at that. Thank you, my good man. I feel better. Keep him up to scratch. Now, twice on this trip, we've had delays because he's not been very well. So if I can try and keep him up in health and our relationship, then maybe that will help us not hemorrhage days. So Monsieur Fogg took exception to the moth-eaten red silk drapings which adorned our cabin. Asked me to take them down for the duration of the voyage. They're red. Red's a lucky colour in China. You don't really want to be taking red ones down. They're for luck. Is it the colour that you cannot bear, I asked? Does it matter, he replied with perfect equanimity. Only they are quite beautiful, with a little worn, I remarked, sliding my palm across the soft fabric. Song Xing Yu looked rather, I think, insulted when she came to fetch us for dinner and saw the bare-walled room. He's got very particular taste. It's a bit odd, I explained. How nice for him to have the luxury of taste, was her only remark. But I felt it sting keenly. It's not my choice. Let's converse. This is Song, excellent. I have a moment to speak with you. Let's talk about Yokohama. Childhood sweetheart used to work aboard the Waterloo from Yokohama to San Francisco. Brilliant. Where else have we got? Honolulu? Most likely not, but tell me, you are most interesting. Yes? Is that so? Indeed. It's the shape of your head, most strange. Okay, we'll talk about Yokohama a bit more. I knew a woman who designed parts for the steamship Gates of the East from Yokohama to Manila. I don't know where Manila is. Kabul? Port Moresby, is that in America? I don't know where these places... That's... right, where's Pitcairn? Is there a route from... I don't know, but there is neither hotel, bank, nor market in Pitcairn. Okay, well, what about... Moresby? Goodness, but is that the time? Get the dominoes out. You're too kind. Right, let's talk about San Francisco. They say some buyers will pay well from cowboy boots from San Francisco. Let's talk about routes. Oh, say no. Well, let's get the crackers out because I want to go back to Yokohama. Here's a travelling circus. Well, let's have a look at San Pedro. That sounds like it's South America. Pyongyang? I don't know. You can pick up handheld mirrors in Pyongyang. Valuable in San Pedro. That was a good chat. Manila's a long way south. I don't want to be going down to Manila. You need a map to be able to play this game. When you're talking about places like Kabul, and you think, oh, well, yeah, we'll go to Kabul, but then Kabul's the other side of the world. We don't want to go over there. Right, so let's... we're down in the captain's quarters, accompanied by Song Xing Yang. Siberian tiger skin or captured shells? Oh, we'll have a tiger skin. Note of sybaritic indulgence in an otherwise plainly decorated room. The captain shot it herself, Song Xing Yang, miming an arrow shot. She loves archery almost as much as she loves the jade tiger. Where did she learn it? Therein lies a tale, the crew member smiled with relish. The captain's father was too old and weak to join the army, and so the Captain Zhu put on the clothing of a boy and rode out to take his place. How daring! I gasped. It was a grave risk, but she served for 12 years and gained so much honour that when she discovered the generals gifted her with an airship and forgave her deception. How marvellous. Let's have that. Let's not question them. We've already upset them once. I looked at the captain with admiration in my eyes. She narrowed her gaze at me, and then at Song Xing Yang, who paled. Oh dear, I think the captain's irritated that I'm telling tales. Don't question her. Befits a great hero. Yeah, that's it, said Song Xing Yang. Yeah, she's made it up, hasn't she? They fell silent for the rest of the meal. A most stimulating dinner at the captain's table, all told. Right, we're almost in Yokohama. We tethered at Yokohama in the early afternoon. My eye passed lightly over the slope-roofed buildings, carriages and bare cherry trees. I made a particular effort to thank Song Xing Yang for an entertaining journey, for she had been an excellent if fanciful translator. Think nothing of it, Chavai, shaking my hand with her calloused one. Good luck. Ready passe-partout, my master called. Of course, monsieur. I am ready to go, actually. Followed him onto Japanese soil. We've strengthened our relationships. We're in Yokohama, in Japan. Some of our possessions will trade well here. So let's have a quick look at the bank. So what can I get rid of? What will trade well here? 550. Stetson hat. 270. Let's get rid of that. What about elastic wallet? Urban traveller? Engineer? I'm not going back to Hong Kong. Engineer set. See, this will help. These will help at some point. Right. So what else now? What happens with depart? I don't want to go to Manila. Look. That goes to Honolulu. Oh no, it goes straight to San Francisco. 4 grand, 18 days. That'll take me over. Take me over. I can't get there. I can't get there quick enough. It's gonna have to be that, I think. Yes, let's go. Price is rather steep. In 4 days, in 3 days, 3 grand in 3 days. Come on, we're going. 3 days at 3 PM. It gets us all the way across the Atlantic. I paid a load of money there, haven't I? It's hard to believe that Yokohama had only relatively recently opened to foreigners. There's an entire foreigners district not far from the waterfront, where it was as common to hear Chinese or Russian as Japanese. There's a melding of cultures and clothing styles. Russians arrayed in their rich colours, hoop-skirted British ladies, stately of Bengal of Singapore. Americans who had adopted the coat-like haori over their shirts and trousers. I noticed a Japanese man watching the scene with a look of intense concentration, scribbling in a sketchbook. What are you doing? He jumped, left a smear of ink on his paper and looked up, clearly irritated. Do you mind? In his accent, an unholy mix of Dutch, French and English. I'm making a drawing for a woodcut. It was clearly a temperamental sort, so I left him to his work with a polite smile. I did not think he liked foreigners. Okay, we're in the hotel. We're wasting time. I think... Yeah, our 80-day deadline's looming. Let's see if I can find a way out quicker. Sights and smells, curious world, and that's it. Is there any other option I've got? See, I can get to Manila, it arrives Thursday, but... See, we can get to San Francisco 15 days. Days at 3 p.m. See, this is only 230 quid. Right, we're going. We need to be moving. Is there anything that I can sell? Cowboy boots from Manila. Is there anything from Yokohama to Manila that I can get some money back with? Amethyst. Yeah, no, let's look at it. No, there's nothing that they like in Manila. Right, well, we're going. We're going to Manila. We're off. We're going. So the reason is, it would have took 18 days to get across the Pacific. We're on an Imperial Japanese steamship, designed by French engineers, crewed by naval conscripts drawn from all 4 occupations. Captain Hirosu bowed slightly in greeting, and I gave her a deeper bow of respect, of course, which caused her to raise an approving eyebrow. Welcome aboard, she told us, as crew raced about readying the ship for departure. With God's grace, we will have a swift journey. However, I'm going to leave it here. We're going to leave it till next time. Next time, it looks like it might be our last one. We're getting close to our 80-day deadline. It doesn't look as though we're going to get around the world. I was hoping to get the boat across to San Francisco, but it takes way too long. So I'm going to see if there's anything from Manila. I really think that we're going to run out of time. I hope you're enjoying it. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. If you like the channel, please subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thank you very much. I've been Bat Blast. I'll see you next time.